Moving on, we're going to cover the none object. So this object none represents nothingness in Python, or more specifically, just the absence of a value. We're not going to use it much in our first programs, but it is a very important and fundamental object that we will see later on. So let's go ahead and take a look at this object. It is a keyword in Python, so you can't assign it to a variable. It's capital N-O-N-E, none. And if it's the output, or if it's the last line of a cell, then you actually will not see it. It produces no output, but it's still a valid object, none. And it does have a type, so if you pass this into that type function and execute this, its type is none type. So none is the member of the none type type. So this is an interesting type in that there's only a single member of this none type, and that's the value none. So this is pretty rare to see. Most other types have multiple members. So like integers, there's lots of integers. Floats, there's lots of floats. Booleans, however, there's only 2 Booleans, and now we have the none type, and there's only one, and that is none. So for any types that only have one instance, we call them singleton. So that's some terminology that you might want to know. So none type is a singleton, and its only value in that, or its only instance is this none. So again, we will learn about and use none more often in the future, but for now it's just important that you know it exists. It's a keyword and essentially just represents nothingness or the absence of a value.